Right now, silver is sitting at a price level that very few people expected to see this soon. For years, silver struggled to break out of long-term resistance zones, frustrating investors and traders alike. But recently, that changed in a dramatic way. Silver has pushed above key psychological and technical levels, signaling that something much bigger may be unfolding beneath the surface. At the time of recording this video, silver is trading in the upper range that analysts once considered extreme. What's important here isn't just the number on the screen, but what that number represents. Silver has officially broken out of a multi-year consolidation zone, and historically, when silver does this, the move that follows is rarely small. To understand where silver might be headed next, we first need to understand where it came from. For nearly a decade, silver remained trapped below major resistance levels. Every rally was met with selling pressure, and optimism faded again and again. But markets don't move sideways forever. Pressure builds, energy accumulates, and eventually a breakout occurs. That breakout has now happened. From a technical perspective, silver clearing its long-standing resistance zone opens the door to a new price discovery phase. In simple terms, the market is now searching for fair value at higher levels because previous ceilings no longer apply. This is when targets that once sounded unrealistic suddenly become reasonable. In the short term, many analysts are watching the next major psychological zone. This level is important because it's where profit-taking often begins. If silver can consolidate above current prices and hold its gains without collapsing, it suggests strength rather than speculation. Strong markets pause, they don't panic. If silver successfully holds this zone, the next upside target comes into focus. This level is not just psychological, it aligns with historical price structures from previous bull cycles. Reaching it would confirm that this move is not just a temporary spike, but part of a larger trend reversal. Beyond that, the medium-term outlook becomes even more interesting. In previous silver bull markets, once momentum truly kicked in, price acceleration was aggressive. Silver doesn't climb slowly when confidence enters the market. It moves fast, often overshooting expectations before correcting. This is why some analysts believe silver has the potential to move significantly higher over the next 12 to 24 months. These projections are not based on hype alone. They're based on historical behavior, supply constraints, and rising industrial demand. Now let's talk numbers in a realistic way. In the near term, volatility is expected. Pullbacks are normal and healthy. However, as long as silver remains above its former resistance zone, the broader trend remains bullish. A sustained move higher would put the next major resistance level in play, followed by another zone that hasn't been tested in decades. Long-term projections vary widely, and it's important to stay grounded. Some conservative forecasts place silver in a higher but stable range over the next few years. More aggressive projections suggest that if monetary instability accelerates and industrial demand continues rising, silver could challenge levels that many people today still consider unrealistic. It's important to understand that silver is not moving in isolation. Gold's behavior matters. The US dollar matters. Interest rates matter. Inflation expectations matter. When these forces align, silver often reacts with amplified intensity. One reason silver has so much upside potential compared to other assets is its relatively small market size. It doesn't take massive amounts of capital to move silver prices significantly. When institutional money enters, the impact is immediate and powerful. Another reason is the silver-to-gold ratio. Historically, when this ratio begins to normalize during precious metal bull markets, silver tends to outperform gold. If that pattern repeats, silver's upside could surprise even seasoned investors. That said, silver is not a one-way trade. Sharp corrections are part of its nature. Anyone expecting a straight line upward is setting themselves up for disappointment. The key difference now is that pullbacks are being viewed as opportunities rather than signs of failure. From a macro perspective, silver is benefiting from a perfect storm. Persistent inflation concerns, rising government debt, energy transition policies, and declining confidence in fiat currencies all point toward stronger demand for tangible assets. What makes silver unique is that even if investor demand cools temporarily, industrial demand does not simply disappear. Solar panels still need silver. Electronics still needs silver. Medical technology still needs silver. This creates a structural floor under prices that didn't exist in the same way decades ago. So where does that leave us? Silver appears to be entering a long-term revaluation phase. This doesn't mean prices will explode every week, but it does mean the market is reassessing what silver should actually be worth in today's economic environment. For investors, this is a moment to pay attention, not to chase blindly. Understanding key levels, respecting volatility, and thinking in time frames rather than emotions is essential. For traders, silver offers opportunity, but only for those who respect risk. This market rewards preparation and punishes impatience. The most important takeaway is this: silver is no longer stuck. It's no longer ignored. And it's no longer behaving like a forgotten asset. Whether silver ultimately reaches conservative targets or far more ambitious ones, the path forward will be anything but boring. The market has spoken, and it's telling us that silver deserves attention again. This move did not come out of nowhere, and it will not end quietly. Silver's story is evolving, and the next chapter could be far bigger than most people expect. If you found this analysis useful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more deep, data-driven content, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next.